Hello, everybody. This is Nurse D 101. Thank you for coming back and visiting me, going with me on my journey. Hopefully, you will have a wonderful journey also as a nurse. I'm talking to you today about why you should not become a nurse. I'm just going to give you 5 examples. It's going to be a short video. Why you should not become a nurse. Number 1, if you're racist, you should not become a nurse. If you think within yourself that you are superior and that other people are beneath you and are inferior, you should not become a nurse. Because once you enter the nursing field, you cannot pick and choose who you're going to work with. If you're white, you just can't work with all white people. If you're black, you just can't work with all black people. If you're Muslim, you just can't work with everybody who's Muslim. Once you come into the nursing field, you are to take care of everyone and treat everyone with respect. Do you understand me? So if you're a racist, you should not become a nurse. Don't even think about it. And really, truly, that is really a sad thing. That if you're a racist, you say, well, I won't be a nurse then. I'm going to go work somewhere else. But that racism follows you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can work in Burger King. You can work in McDonald's. You can work in a factory, a post office. But if you're racist, eventually it will come out. And that's a sad thing because it actually destroys you. You're the one that have to deal with that hate. So if you are racist, then you do not need to become a nurse. Point blank. Don't do it. Number 2, if you cannot deal with racism, then you don't need to become a nurse. Because once you become a nurse and you go into a field, whatever field you decide to go in, because there's so many fields within nursing, you will, and if you don't, I'd be surprised, you will run into somebody who is racist. You will. And when you go into them, they say, well, I don't want that black woman taking care of me. What are you going to do? Or I don't want that woman, that white woman, or that Muslim taking care of me. What you going to do? Are you going to retaliate and say, hey, I don't want to take care of you in the first place? Who do you think you are? No. You have to learn how to deal with racism. If they say, I don't want that black woman, that white woman, that Muslim, whoever they want to call you out of your name, I don't want them in my room. You be polite and you say to them, okay, hold on, I'll get you another nurse. No problem. And go get another nurse. Hey, they lost out on a good thing. Because you could have been the best nurse they had that day. Really and truly, you could have been the best nurse. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't fight back. Don't say nothing back. Just say, okay, I understand. And go get another nurse. But if you feel that you can't deal with it and you're going to open up your mouth and say a few things that you shouldn't, you can lose your license. So if you can't deal with that, then you should not become a nurse. Number 3, if you are not patient, you don't have that patience to stay cool, calm, and collected, then you do not need to be a nurse. Because you're going to run against some patients and their families who want to fight. As we take this journey, I'm going to tell you some things. They'll want to fight you. They really will. They want to know why you just not getting in their room when they just called you 5 minutes ago. When I call you, I want you to come. Yes, they will. But you have to stay calm, cool, and collected. I'm talking about patience. I am not talking about your fellow co-worker that's up in your face. You can tell them, hey, get out of my face, go sit down. Go do your job, I'll do my job. But I'm talking about patience. They can be aggressive, yeah. They'll be wanting to fight. One reason why is they're in pain. And when you are in pain, their patience go through the roof. They don't know how to actually deal with the pain. So if you cannot be patient and say to them, sir, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Jones. I had a patient next door and it was an emergency. What can I do for you? I am so sorry. Tell me what I can do for you right now. And it might be a patient that just want to talk. A patient that want to talk. What you gonna say? Well, I ain't got time. I don't have time to talk with you right now. I know of an RN that actually told a patient, I ain't got time for you to get you no medication. You ain't the only one that I got. I have other people too. You need to just sit down and just wait. You don't do that. You don't do that. You just say to him, Mrs. Jones, I'll be right back. Yeah, you said you're in pain? Give me about 10 minutes, sweetie. I'll be back with your medication. Just let me go finish this right now. That's all you have to say. You don't tell them you ain't the only one that I got to take care of. Who do you think you are? I got 5 other people that I got to take care of. And you talking about you want pain medicine? Will you wait till I give it to you? That's what she said. You need patience. If you can't deal with it and you don't have the patience, you can't stay calm, cool, and collected, then you do not need to become a nurse. Number 4, if you want to become a nurse because you see the dollar signs and you're going to make all of this money, and that's all you're thinking about. If you're thinking about nothing but money, then you're not going to be a good nurse because your mind is on money. But let me tell you something that they have not told you, and I'm going to just tell you the truth. You are not going to graduate and come out and get a job making $60,000 a year off the bat. That's a lie. It is a lie. You have to prove yourself. You have to work. You have to put in hours. And I mean long hours and holidays. And many a times you're going to miss a holiday, miss a birthday party. Yes, you're going to have to put your time in. You think just because I got my LPN and my RN license and it says I can make $60,000, hey baby, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. I know of nurses that lived in Virginia, yeah. They was RN nurses. They were making $8, I think it was $8.50 an hour. This was back during the time that I became a nurse. Those women would get in a car, drive from Virginia all the way down to North Carolina, just on the weekends, to make $15 an hour. You understand what I'm saying? You have to put in the time. I put in the time. Like I said, I'm 73 years old, and I work part-time. And last year, working part-time, just part-time, I made $58,000. But I've been a nurse for 24 and a half years. I can do that part-time because I proved myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not going to make what a nurse makes that's been out there for years and you just graduated. Don't be deceived. They don't tell you that. They do not tell you that. And it also depends on where you are living. You understand? So if you think you're going to come out and make all this money as soon as you're on your first job, that's a dream. You're in the twilight zone. And you need to come out of the twilight zone and get into reality. It's not going to happen. I'm not saying that you won't make it. Eventually you will make it. Yes, you will make it. Nursing does pay. But you do have to work hard and long hours. And I think it was number five. One more, and then we're going to go, okay? It's going to be short. Number 5 is being prejudiced. And you might say, well, what you mean? I thought that's the same thing as racism. No, it's not. It's a little bit different here. Because you might look at a person and be prejudiced of how they dress and how they carry themselves. Okay, you go into a patient's room and you see a patient in there, which I had, a big burly man, tattoos all over his body. He's sick now. He's real sick. Everybody that has tattoos over their body is not a biker. They're not an outlaw. This man was saved. He was a true child of God. You don't go in there looking, oh Lord, he ain't nothing but a biker, ain't nothing but, girl, they kill people. I don't think I want to go in there and take care of him. You don't do stuff like that. And we'll talk more about that, get in depth as we go on. I also had a nurse friend, and she had tattoos on her body and on her arms. Well, she couldn't really cover them up because she had these. And she went into a patient's room to take care. And this patient was a minister. When he finished with her, she came out the door crying. He tore her apart about her tattoos. But he didn't know every tattoo she got, she dedicated to the Lord. Because she had been sick for so long. One time she was on a riding lawnmower. The riding lawnmower threw her off. It just ran over her. By the grace of God, she lived. She went and got a tattoo, thank God for that day. But he jumped to the conclusion. And the fact of it is, no matter what somebody wear, or how they look, or how they present themselves, it's none of your business. And you can't be prejudiced against them. You need to go in there and do your job and treat them, like I said before, with respect. Just like you want to be treated, you treat them the same way. And you will have a good journey. Don't go in there with all these ideas, because a lot of nurses are going to put a lot of things into your head. Yes, they will. I'm telling you this. I'm trying to prepare you. This is the good, this is the bad, and this is the ugly of nursing. Everybody wants you to think that nursing is very glamorous out there. And I'm going to walk out there with my white uniform on and my blue uniform, and I'm going to go skipping through the tulips. On flowery beds of ease, everything is going to be so nice, and I'm just going to have a wonderful time. I'm going to be a good nurse. Everything's going to go well with me. I'm not going to have any kind of problems with anybody. That's a lie. It's a lie. And a lot of your problems will come from your co-workers. So like I said, this is the bad. This is the good. This is the bad. And this is the ugly. And I'm going to tell you about it. And you might say, well, Mrs. E, why are you still a nurse? Because I enjoy nursing and I know how to deal with it. Not all the time. I didn't come out. Nobody didn't tell me this, but I'm telling you. Nobody told me all of this. I ran up against a lot of stuff. A lot. But I like taking care of people. I used to be sick when I was a child. And so God put that compassion in me. Another one is compassion. I guess that would be 6. You have to have compassion. What if you was in those people's places? What if you was sick like that and nobody wanted to take care of you? Because of the way they look. Because of the way you look. The way you present yourselves. I worked on mother and baby. There was a lot of Hispanic people in there that had their babies, and nurses saying, well, they just have to wait till I give them some pain medication because they don't belong here anyway. They need to go back where they come from. Now, who made you God? Who are you to tell somebody where they need to go? What you really need to do is pack your bags and go out and go work in a factory somewhere because you're not nursing material. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this video right now, okay? And we're going to come back with another video, maybe in a couple of days. And I want you to take this journey with me through the good, the bad, and the ugly of nursing. You will learn a lot of things. Just take a journey with me. You will not have to go through the things that I have gone through. I'm saving you. I'm saving your life. Really, I am. You will have your journey will be great. Okay? Not saying that you won't encounter some things, but some things you won't have to. Anyway, this is the end of this video. You all have a good day. This is the 4th of July. Happy 4th, and we'll talk again later, okay? Mrs. E signing off. Thank you.